I'm Marshall Johnson. I have the privilege of being the pastor here at St. Luke United Methodist Church. I've actually been a member of the staff since August of 12. We have two very different worship experiences. One is at 10:30, it's your traditional Protestant service in which the music and the liturgy and the prayers and the preaching drive the service. So there's a lot of ways for your spirit to encounter the community and the message. Great people, warm, conversational. The 9 o'clock service is just different. We sit and have coffee and donuts around small tables, much like a coffee shop, and the service is driven mostly by a conversation between the pastor and the people. It is very relaxed. You can wear a tie if you feel like you need to, and most people wear shorts and flip-flops. It's about the community that's created around the questions of our faith. Everybody should be able to come to the church and have an opportunity to meet God in the way that they can most experience that which is divine, but also be willing to be challenged that they might be different, that their calling in this world is to be co-creators, that they can help make this place a more loving and just place for others, even if they haven't always experienced that themselves.
So my name is Amy Breyer, and I'm the director here at St. Luke Child Development Center, and I am starting my 6th year at St. Luke Child Development Center. So St. Luke is licensed to care for kids 6 weeks to 12 years. Miss Lisa is our music and body movement teacher. Miss Lisa has been with us, I believe, for over 15 years. She does a wonderful job teaching children through song and musical instruments. She helps them learn about rhythm, tone, scales, allowing them to sing and play with music. So here at St. Luke, we are super lucky to have a full-size gym for the kids to use during winter months, rainy days, hot days. So when it's not appropriate to be outside, they are able to go and play in the gym. And all age groups get a chance to have interaction in that large space. So we have 2 outdoor play areas. We have one set aside for our walkers all the way up to 2-year-olds to play in. We also have another large-size playground with 3 climbing structures for the kids to play in, a sandbox for the kids to play in, and we also just created a new garden for the kids to start working in the spring. We average around 175 to 195 students in the building from ages 6 weeks to 5 years on a daily basis. As the director here at St. Luke Child Development Center, my favorite part is probably when I go to any classroom and I might open the door and they'll either yell my name or come up and give me a hug or just that smile. So children are just a delight, and you could come into the day not feeling the best, but by the time you leave that classroom, they've just warmed your heart.
My name is Abby Jackson, and I'm the director of the St. Luke Teen Center. I started in 2007, and the program started in 2007 as well. So St. Luke has always dedicated some of their space to outreach. And so back in the 70s, I know they had dances for teens, and there was a senior center. And so that space was now open, and so they were having conversations with their neighbors. So Burke High School was one of them, and two things were found out. One was that students who lived in North and South Omaha, by the time they were busing back to their neighborhoods, they weren't seeking out after-school programming. And then secondly, the I-680 corridor is not eligible for busing. So we started a program, an after-school program, and the first few years were fairly bare bones minimum, doing a needs assessment, and 12 years later, we're a full functioning program. The St. Luke Teen Center is a collaborative effort between Burke High School, St. Luke United Methodist Church, and Nebraska Methodist College. And so one of the things I love about our program is that we're a collaborative effort between a private university, a public high school, and a church, which is very unique. Burke High School offers assistance through providing teachers to come to the Teen Center after school to provide academic assistance and mentoring. And they also provide the late bus, so our students who do receive busing are able to get home at the end of the night. Nebraska Methodist College has a TRIO grant, which is a federally funded umbrella program, but they have a specific upward bound grant. And so they collaborate with us to serve low-income first-generation college students, and their focus is specific to post-secondary prep. And then St. Luke underwrites the space and staff and a lot of other great things. So a lot of our students are deemed at risk in some fashion. So it might be first generation college, it might be low income, it might be academic risks, it might be the neighborhood they come from, it might be they're in foster care, they're in the court systems. And so our why is we believe that they have deep level of potential. We believe that they are extremely gifted. And so sometimes that is where we come in and guide. We believe that they have all the skills that they need, but we just need to kind of shape and mold and guide them. And then sometimes when they forget, remind them. And so we believe that as many people that can walk alongside our young people, the better they will be.